Hello and welcome. Welcome to the TV room. Alright, I now am sitting in front of a Commodore 64, and it has two 1541s connected. One is device 8, one is device 9. And here is a program written long ago by Jim Butterfield. And it quite simply, there it is, will let you copy from one drive to another drive. I'm just putting a disk in. And switching the disk in drive 8. Hello. Okay. So we're going to go from 8.0 to 9.0, which is typical. Do you want to new the output disk? Yes. We're going to call this CBM test. Oops. PRGS probes, comma, what the heck we'll call it, PG. And then this will go away and format the disk. It will. Now, is this program fast? No. Does it work well? Yes. The reason it says 8090 is that it's a typical configuration with a Commodore 64, but depending on what drive you have connected, if you had, say, a dual drive, which was like a 4040 or 8050, you could have 81 and 91, or 91 and 80, or, But typically, 80 and 90 is what most people have. So first, the program will format the new disk, and hopefully it will work, and it will be good, and it will be fine. That is the plan. Then you can select what you want to copy, and it will do it. Now, as I say, is it fast? No. But it works well. And this program has been around for a long time. Okay, so the disk should be formatted. And I think there's only one program on this disk. Yes. This is I press Y, yes. This is my version of the performance test that I have modified. And why am I doing this right now? Well, because it won't take long. It will not. So, as you can hear by the sound of the drives, things are reading and things are writing. And this one lonely program will be copied. It will be. So in front of me, I have the drives sitting on top of each other. 9 is on the top, 8 is on the bottom. And the heads are spinning, and the disk is doing its thing, and it slowly, carefully meanders along. This is not that big a program. There are certainly much faster disk copy programs, but this one works well. Okay, another input is ready. As it happens, I do. But we're not going to sit here and watch this whole thing. This is the Commodore disk. Yes. That I've been using, and I want to copy everything. This will take a good while, and we're not going to wait to watch it do its thing. Right now it's going through, it's got to the bottom, and now it will start to copy. So the program I modified was called Performance Burn. There are other things on here that I've never seen before. 10 pass sifter, 100 pass, I don't know, final test, disk alignment. Probably, I don't know, disk alignment scares me. Certainly I've used the device number change and copy all. And C64 burn in. No clue. And burn in, I don't know. Big 20 burn in. Burn in all kinds of things that I have never ever done before. Anyway, as I say, this program was written by Jim Butterfield. I think of him often and miss him more often. He was a great man, and he was gone far too soon. But as we all get to know as we age, you just never know, you know. So this is going to copy, and this is going to do its thing, and then I will have another copy of this disk. The other thing I will do once I get things out of here is I will check and make sure the disks that I format in this drive 9 actually work in drive 8, because things can work just fine if the alignment is off even, and you only really find out when you go to use the disks in another drive. Strange. Anyway, as I've said before, if you're having disk drive trouble, don't immediately get out a screwdriver and try and adjust the alignment. Clean the head first. Try other things. My favorite thing is put a disk in that you know is okay, and you type in, and I quote, open 15, 8, 15, quote, I, 0, quote, colon, close 15. This somehow, on some drives that are kind of not reading, but not terribly bad, not at all bad, will go off and force the head to bang, and then try to initialize again and read what's going on the directory. And many, many times that's all it takes. Open 15, 8, 15, quote, I, 0, quote, colon, close 15. With a disk in the drive that you know is okay. Anyway, head cleaning is, of course, Q-tip and 99% alcohol. And sometimes the heads just go bad. Like out of these 3 drives I've been messing with, I know that there's one I would bet that if I believe you check the impedance of the head, and the head is toast. So it's toast. I would bet. I don't know, but I believe that's what's right. So as you can see, this is now, it tells you what it's doing. It's copying system test. And at some point, we will look at more of these things and see what it is that they do. I'm sure I've had this disk for a long time, but I've really never explored it before. And there are things on here, I don't know what they are. Anyway, so this is Jim Butterfield's copy all program, and best to use it on single drives. Because, of course, you know what? If you have a dual drive, why do you need to copy? Well, okay, no, backing up. If you have a 4040 dual drive, and you need to copy something to an 8050, then yes, this program would be good. Because the different formatted disk will not read in the other drive. But typically speaking, if you have a 64 or a VIC-20 or a 128, you will have 2 single drives. They will typically be device 8 and 9. But if they happen to be 10 or happen to be 11, you can put that in 2. Anyway, a great program, a great legacy to a great man. And with that, I will leave you. Well, you know what? There's no point in recording the rest of this. It's just going to worm its way through, wiggle its way through, crank the drives, and eventually copy everything that's on the disk. As in, copy all. And that's it. That's all. at some point, I'll see, these drives were both 8 and 9. So at some point, I'll do another thing about how to change the device number permanently and temporarily. Probably 2 different videos. Anyway, thanks for coming. Have a lovely day. This is also, running the program like this is also a good way to test out a drive that you're not sure of. And if you've been following, you know that I basically got 3 drives, and 2 of them work, and 2 of them don't. But I had to, piece things together differently, and switch a board and switch a drive, and we're all good. Actually, the one drive here, which is the white one, I did let the performance burn run on it 100 times, and it was fine. So I would suggest that if you are thinking of selling any of your old stuff, it's not a bad thing to, really, especially if you're selling it as working, to run it through something and let it do stuff for a good long time. And because you don't want to ship something and then, half an hour later have something go right with it, and then it can turn into a whole big mess. So as much as it's bad to find out if something is broken and it won't work, better that than to ship it halfway around the world and then have to go through all the rigmarole of getting it back or sending another, or you know, you know, you know. Mind you, at this age, these things can fail pretty much at any time if they want. So I'm running these drives. One of them has the top on, one of them has the top off, and they're sitting on top of each other. And yes, they can get warm, but so far, it's all good. Anyway, thanks for coming. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.